May 8th. It was one of those rare, breathtaking spring days in the South, the kind that feels almost too perfect to be real. The trees were in full bloom, bursting with color. Flowers stretched open like they, too, were soaking up the joy in the air. Birds gave rhythm to the stillness, each note a breath of spring. And that breeze? My goodness, it was crisp and clean. The temperature hovered right at that magical 70 degrees. Not too hot, not too cold. A day handcrafted by heaven, full of potential. My kind of day. I had carved this day out just for me. No errands, no obligations, just peace and pampering. I had earned it. After all, I'd just come through an intense emotional battle, one that could have taken me down a path I had no business walking. For weeks, I'd been tangled up in a quiet storm, a desire that wouldn't let go, stealing my sleep, hijacking my thoughts. It pulled at me constantly, whispering temptations I dared not obey. But through prayer, reflection, and no small amount of wrestling, the pressure finally broke. I found my way back to center. I chose strength over surrender, and I didn't give in. To celebrate the victory, I booked a 4 o'clock appointment for the full spa treatment. Hair, face, nails, feet, wraps, exfoliations, everything. I spared no expense. That day, I was showing up for me, and I was worth every penny. Just before I headed out the door to begin my me day, my phone rang, an unexpected invitation. Someone had asked to meet for lunch, and not just anyone. The request was intriguing. I won't lie, I was flattered, curious. So I said yes. What I didn't know was that simple phone call, innocent as it seemed, would set off a chain of events that would change my life forever. So, go ahead, grab your favorite drink and settle in. I'm about to take you on a 1,856-day journey into one of the darkest and most defining chapters of my life. For 4 months, I bled every thought onto the page. Every emotion my 5'6" frame could hold spilled out into journal after journal. I captured every word, every touch, every tear. And now, I'm ready to share it. For you, this is my intimate retelling. I'm taking you all the way back to how it all began. April 15th. A few of the members from the church were gathered at the Civic Center prepping for the celebration dinner in honor of our pastor. He'd just been awarded the Empowerment and Leadership Award and the Outstanding Citizens Award for Fulton County. And rightly so. Big deals, both of them. He was the kind of man people didn't just admire, they revered him. Ministers wanted to be him. Community leaders tried to model after him. He was a pillar, loved by just about everybody. The selection committee had already handled most of the decor, but of course, some of us wanted to add a personal touch, something extra just for him. We were a close-knit church, the kind where the women showed up early and eager like bees to honey. We formed our little committees and got to work. I had just finished tying a sash around one of the chairs when I looked up and saw him walking in. A whole vision, slow-stepping his way toward us.
Morning, ladies. Wow, it looks great in here. Did y'all do all this?
Good morning, Pastor. What are you doing here? Sister Gloria scoffed. Like a little boy in trouble, he shyly smiled, then said, "Just stopped by to see if anyone needed help getting things ready for tonight." Sister Gloria refused to let up. "Help? From you?" "No, you didn't. You don't need to be here. Tonight's all about you. Go home, relax. Let us handle this."
You throwing me out, sister? I was just trying to help, but I got the message loud and clear. I ain't trying to stay where I'm not wanted.
"Well, now ain't nobody said all that," Leslie shouted. "But yes, go. Get out!"
All right, I'll go.
As they talked, I made my way toward him, slow but intentional. I'd been doing that a lot lately, looking for ways to be in his space, to cross his path, to be seen. I told myself I was just being friendly, helpful, supportive, but I knew better.
Danielle, good morning. I can't believe they've got you up this early on a Saturday.
Ain't that the truth? For anybody else, I'd still be in bed. But since it's for you, I made the sacrifice.
Well, I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me.
Of course. But what are you doing here? He sighed and said with a pout,
I came by to help, but as usual, they kicked me out.
Good. We've got this. Don't worry.
The decorations are beautiful. But with you working on them, what else should I expect?
Whew, that one made both of us blush. I don't know why, but it did.
Well, I better get to stepping before Gloria calls for my removal. I have my orders. Don't you work too hard. Save some of that energy for tonight.
Please, I wasn't made to work hard, just well.
I heard that. Okay, sister. I'll see you later.
As he walked away, something in me rose up. I couldn't let him leave without saying what I really wanted to say. So I followed him. Ah, Pastor. Just a bit of friendly advice. If you have plans to go anywhere else, cancel them. You need to go straight home.
Now wait a minute. Y'all already ran me off from here. I said I'd leave. Didn't say I'd go home.
I'm not telling you to go home to rest. I'm telling you to change. Yeah, what you're wearing. All that, it needs to go back in the closet. Don't take this the wrong way, but you look too good. That outfit, little too tempting.
Sister, you need to quit. You're gonna make an old man blush. But at my age, it's no longer temptation, it's pity.
Trust me, it's not pity, it's my pleasure. He left, and I stood there with my heart pounding like I'd just done something dangerous. And maybe I had. Even after he drove off, I couldn't stop thinking about how good he looked. And not just in those jeans. I started thinking about how he'd look out of them. The more I tried to shake the thoughts, the deeper I fell in. I prayed. Tried a quick meditation. Nothing worked. That man was all up in my spirit. We called it quits about an hour after Pastor left the building, and everyone headed out. That drive home took me right back into captivity. By the time I got home, my mind had transported us to the shores of Waikiki, naked in the night, wrapped up in each other. I knew I had gone too far. This wasn't the first time I'd had thoughts about him, but it was definitely the most vivid, the most real, the most wrong. And yet, I couldn't stop. I wouldn't stop. Thank you for tuning in to How Pastors Pray. This is more than a story. It's a mirror, a warning, and a voice for the silenced. The next episode airs on Monday, and the truth continues to unfold. More secrets, more shadows, more of what men like him never want exposed. Until then, stay awake, stay discerning, and never mistake charisma for character.